it's time for the hater segment. So in the hater segment, we talk about things that Stan the Man just hate James A. Because as you know, James, by knowing me, you know I complain about every damn thing, right?
Everything, brother.
Okay, so we got those 3 wonderful topics for you good people once again. So the first topic on the hater segment, James, I think everybody absolutely hates this. I cannot stand, James, when people leave their shopping carts in a parking space. Man. Go ahead, James.
Well, brother, I feel you on that, because I think it's more of a form of disrespect for one.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want anyone to do that to you. Because 9 times out of 10, you already know. As soon as you pull in that other space next to it, it's coming at you.
It's coming. That's right. And see, here's the thing that pissed me off the most. It like it gives you some false hope. It's like you driving in, you coming in row 8 or whatever, and you always, you're already looking for a bunch of parking spaces, and you finally see one, and you're like, there it is. Soon as you make that right or left turn, shopping cart right there. I'm like, who lazy ass didn't just go and put it back? I mean, look, see, here's why I really hate it. What is so hard about taking a shopping cart and putting it in that little area, that they have designated for the shopping carts? I mean, is it really that hard? I know sometimes it might be a little far away, and I do understand if somebody might be disabled, maybe older people, but there are younger people that do that. I'm telling you, they do that.
Of course. I think it's more being lazy.
That's what it is,
than
man.
anything else. I happened to see a lady one day. I was pulling in the parking lot at Walmart, and pulled in. I got out, and she had just finished unloading.
Yeah.
And she told her son, "Go put the cart up." He took 2 steps and pushed it.
You kidding me?
Straight into somebody's car.
What?
And all she could do is look at him and say, "Why did you do that?" So, it's really bad. I mean, of course, we have to teach them in order for them to know. But even as adults, we should know better ourselves.
That's the thing, man. It's common courtesy. I mean, you just, you put things in place, wherever it was, like our mamas taught us that, man. You do something, whether you brush your teeth, you put it back where it belongs. You put the soap back in the soap dish. It's just sad how people are.
Well, if we didn't do that, you know what that led to. Getting your butt whipped.
Exactly.
Then you was really going to do it.
Exactly.
Okay? Where today, it just don't seem like it matters any.
Yeah. I just find it funny, man, how, if you really think about it, if everybody had common courtesy to do things right, could you imagine how wonderful and how clean this world would look? Like, let's say, for instance, you go to Mardi Gras. You wouldn't see any paper on the ground, because people would always put it in a garbage can. Now, I know maybe since all thousands of people putting it in a garbage can, it's going to be overflowing. But at least the trash would be in that one vicinity, because you try to put it in a garbage can, but you have to put it with all the other piles of stuff right around it. But the thing is, man, we just don't care. People just do not care. I don't care what it is. And I find, I was talking to my brother about this the other day. When I go to restaurants, every time I eat, I always clean up after myself.
Right.
Like if I have crumbs on the table, I wipe it off. Now, I call it the official rag, you want the server to come and give that official rag to go ahead and wipe it down and everything, because I don't think my little napkin does enough for the next person. But I'm just looking out for the next person. I don't want them to get my trash. You know what I mean?
Correct. And, and not just that. I mean, if you really, take it just a little bit deeper than that, we was taught that coming up.
Yes, yes.
And which, now that we are adults, it have truly, translated itself into our lives, to be able to just do that without even thinking about it.
That's right.
Just a common, just an automatic thing per se.
That's right.
You finish eating, you're going to pick everything up, you're going to take your napkin, like you said, you're going to clean up around you, and that's a done deal.
It's a done deal. So people, look, clean up after yourselves. Put your shopping carts back where it's supposed to. Is it that damn hard?
I don't think so.
I mean, I agree with you, man. Just lazy butt people, man. All right, next topic on the hater segment. And I experienced this just a few weeks ago. This dude wasn't quite this bad, but we're going to talk about this. James A., I hated when a car salesperson tries to sell you something that you specifically did not ask for. Have you experienced that before?
I have. And just like anybody else that's going out there looking for a car, you already have in mind what it is that you want.
Yes.
And of course, their main thing is to try to sell something.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Once you explain to them what it is that you're looking for, they may not have it. So, next thing they're going to say, well, look, let me show you something else.
Oh my God.
But I did not come here for something
That
else.
is the most
I came
annoying
here
thing.
For that particular vehicle, and that's it.
see, look, let me tell you, to your point, this is how I am. Now, what's funny about me, I'm not really choosy with cars in terms of, like, I don't have to have the most expensive car. When I bought one of my cars from, I think it was the early 2000s, it was a Nissan Xterra. This is what happened. I was driving a Nissan 240SX, and I started saying, okay, well, this thing is on its last leg, so let me go out and look for what I want next. So this is what I did. I took some time on a Sunday afternoon, and I went visit another Nissan dealership, because I don't know why. I think I was in love with Nissan cars at the time. So I was walking around, and I saw the Nissan Xterra. Now, I remember the first thing I didn't like about it, the only thing at least I didn't like about it was the headlights. They were round. It was something about the headlights I didn't like. They kind of looked like the headlights you see on the Jeep, and I never really liked those headlights. But I looked at the body of the car, the style, and I liked it. And I made up my mind at that point. I say, that's what I'm getting next. Okay, so here's what happened. I go over to Nissan to buy it. And when I was going through the thing to get financed, the salesperson say, okay, you did not get approved by Nissan, but you did get approved by Mitsubishi. So let me walk you over to the Mitsubishi Monteros. I said, okay, man. Walked over there with him. See, we got this. See, we got that. See, we got this, that, and that. And he walked me through all that, talking for a good 10, 20 minutes. And I just kept my mouth closed. Soon as he finished talking, I said, I want the Nissan Xterra, and I'm getting the Nissan Xterra. And we walked back to his office. And so what happened? Went through my credit union, got it financed, and then I got the Nissan Xterra. Why don't these dudes listen? If I want ketchup, why are you putting mustard on my burger?
Well, the biggest thing of all, he was there to sell a car.
Yeah, I understand.
He didn't care what car. He just wanted to sell a car. Now, he didn't think about you being able to get another finance source other than Nissan.
Yeah, you're right.
He didn't even ask that question. So he just assumed, well, he can't afford this car, so I'm gonna try to put him in one over here.
Yeah, that's right. And don't get me wrong, I do know the game. I definitely know the game. And I know y'all gotta eat, y'all gotta raise your children, y'all gotta put them in college because y'all need money like us. But I'm adamant about stuff. If I say I want this, don't sell me that. Just listen. Because see, I'm like, okay, let's say I were a car salesman. If I were a car salesman and somebody said, I want this, and we don't have this, I will ask them, do they have any interest in any other models? And if they just deliberately say, no, I do not want that, then I'll say, I'm going to find you what you do want.
Exactly.
And that's all I'm saying. Like, I remember, okay, I'm in the process of thinking about buying another car right now. So I was at a dealership, and the guy, nice guy, I'm not trying to trash him or nothing like that. But I told him that I was looking for a certain vehicle. So when we went, now at the time I do admit, I didn't know the actual model I wanted. I just described the style that I wanted. So when we went to vehicles that the style that I liked, that I told him I wanted, he took me to a certain model and say, okay, what about this? And I looked around and say, nah, I don't want that. I don't like this. It looks like this, and I don't want it. And he just kept standing up. And I'm like, okay, fool, what did I just tell you? Just bring me to what I want. Okay, and just to let you know, it was an actual mid-size SUV. I'm looking for a mid-size SUV right now. So he took me to some smaller Jeeps. And as we're standing up, and I said, nah, I don't want this. Then he just kept, okay, he should have immediately said, okay, let's go over here. And that's all I'm saying, man. I mean, these people are funny. What do you think? I'm going to change my mind? Oh, wait, let me blink my eye and look twice. Oh, you know what? I love it now. No, I'm not like that.
Well, his train of thought was, if I can get him off of what it is that he came here for, then I can sell him this vehicle. Basically, that's it all rolled up in a nutshell.
You can tell that dude don't know me that well.
Well, no, he don't, and he probably wouldn't have spent no time trying to really get to know you, other than saying, "I'm gonna sell you a car."
Yeah. See, don't get me wrong. I'm okay with questions. I'm okay with them making suggestions. I'm okay with that. But when somebody tells you what they want, just try to find what they're asking for. That's all I'm saying.
It would be that simple.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
No questions asked, man. So last topic on the hater segment. And back to our DJ days, James. Man, I gotta ask you this. Do you hate it? Because I do hate this. When nightclubs these days don't play slow jams.
Of course. Come on now. You would go out and you enjoy the music.
Yeah.
But you sitting back and just waiting.
Yes.
On that slow jam.
Oh man. Tell it.
That was just a night.
Yeah.
You just waited on that slow jam.
Mm-hmm.
If you had your eyes on somebody, you waited on the slow jam.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you what me and my little brother used to do. I hope his wife isn't listening, but All right. So here we go. I'm going to blast you anyway, bro, because we both used to do this. Okay, so me and my younger brother, Nat, John, some of y'all know about John, we would be hanging out. Normally it would be Thursday night, We were in college at this time. We step into the nightclub. I remember back then, out in Baton Rouge, it was either Club Onyx or Club Dreams. And we fall in that, man, sip on a little bit, and then we just wait and watch, like you said. So what happens is that the DJ is playing fast music the whole time, maybe an hour, 2 hours, and we got our eye on somebody, like you said, and you just can't wait for the slow song to start, and you ask her to dance. But man, nowadays it's like you walk into these clubs. I don't think the DJ even collects slow music anymore. Do they even have it? Because I talked to my students about this before. Like I say, man, what's up with y'all? Why and he was like, yeah, but Professor Will, man, you gotta understand, man. These girls be twerking on you now, so you don't really need the slow music. I'm like, man. But that's the funny thing, man. But it's like, we're just in different times, and I'm not saying that there's no clubs out there that don't play slow jams, but a lot of these clubs is just hip hop, bro. That's it.
Well, the ones that we have gone to here around Atlanta, we haven't experienced it. Not as of late per se. Exactly. And so I don't think it's gonna ever come back unless you're doing a private party.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. It has changed because when you look at R&B music, just the genre of it just really changed. When we grew up, like the fast-paced songs would be like You Cool in the Gang, Keith Sweat here and there would do a fast song, but now of course hip hop has taken over, and of course we're not knocking hip hop at all. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that still embrace it all, because you have a lot of great slow jam R&B artists right now. You know what I mean? You got like the young lady Her. You got what's his name, Anthony Hamilton, and so on and so on. And the music is out there. That music is still being played and still being made. But I just find it funny that these young cats, it's like they don't even experience it. And see the reason why, and here's why I think is important. Because when you look at building a relationship with a young lady and you're a young man, sometimes it starts from that closeness by not being scared. I still remember this. I remember this like it was yesterday. When I was in the 4th grade, we used to have parties in the classroom, and we used to slow dance in the 4th grade. And I remember my friends used to, because I was so nervous and all that, and they used to elbow me, Drew, go dance with her, man. Man, go dance, go grab her, man. and so it was that, and here's why I say it's important. This is just my opinion why I say it's important. Because you're not as nervous now, so like when you see a young lady somewhere as you get older, of course I know I was in the 4th grade. When you get older and you're in high school or college, even though I was still shy back in those days, it would make you more comfortable to go talk to someone. because you remember having that experience doing it when you were at the party. You know, when you were, what we used to call it back in the day, the record hop or the record spin.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel. It's just all about, just that one-on-one connection with another person. Just, hey, girl, would you want to dance? Because a lot of these guys, man, I don't think, do they even dance now in clubs?
That's a very good question, bro. That one I may not be able to answer.
Fast or slow.
You know what I mean? Because, of course,
Mm-hmm.
our type of music is totally different than what they're listening to today. So that one there, you have to get back to me on it.
Look. I do remember this one time, man. Look, I think I was in Club Dreams. So fast music playing. I saw this girl standing up by herself. I still remember how she looked. Nice, slim thing. So all of a sudden, I say, man, I'm going to ask her to slow dance. I asked her to slow dance, and I was a little nervous slow dancing with it. Because here's the thing. When you slow dancing with a young lady, some guys are bold, and they're going to grab everything. I wasn't doing all of that because I'm trying to feel her out. You know what she told me, or what she asked me?
What's that?
She said, let's slow dance. Anybody could just stand up. I'm like, oh my. Man, I started grinding and everything. Look, I know this is a family show, but let me shut up. So anyway, but I'm like, hey, look, you're going to laugh when I tell you this. For the next week, I took that shirt off that I wore, and I didn't wash it because it smelled like her perfume. I swear, man, I was like, damn, that girl was nice.
Well, it's an experience.
Yeah.
One that you just have to go through it for the first time.
Yeah.
And once you do, you're pretty much comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
But, not ever going through it then.
Oh, yeah.
To me, you're totally lost.
Oh, yeah. But look, from one DJ to James A. the DJ to all the DJs out there, could y'all please play some damn slow jams, man? Do it in the club, bro. Upgrade it, man. We hear it in the older clubs. We do.
Of course.
But these young cats, man, does it not exist anymore? I don't know.
I don't know if they truly understand the meaning of those songs. And,
I think they don't.
And, what they truly meant and how they made you feel. I don't think they truly understand that.
They don't. And look, I'm going to transition just a little bit into something else, related to this topic. Okay, whenever I'm in the gym and I'll go in the sauna. So I never bring my phone in the sauna. I just have this thing about bringing phone in that hot heat. I'm always thinking it's going to do something. But I usually use the sauna, of course, to wind down, have my time of peace anyway, besides, of course, fat burning and so on. So this happens every time you go in a sauna. Young brother walks in the sauna. He got his music. He got his headphones. And you could just hear it, man. It's nothing but hip-hop. Once again, I am not putting down hip-hop. Here's the point. Here's the thing I am putting down. I don't understand how these dudes don't have a wide variety of music that they listen to. Because even when we started listening to hip-hop, back in the day, the Run DMCs and the Houdinis and so on, we still, let's say we had our CD Walkman. We would still change it up and put in a different type of music, like some slow music. And I'm okay if you 80%, 90% hip-hop. But, man, on their playlist, James, they don't have slow jams. All they had is hip-hop. That's it. It's nothing else. I mean, could y'all at least play some slow hip-hop? What the hell is wrong with y'all, man? I don't get it, bro.
Well, you're going to have to try it. They would have to try it before they knock it.
Yeah.
Okay? And then just go back to some of the songs back in our day.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you a lot of them will be like, wow, this is a nice song.
Yeah. They'll say that, but then they say, but Drake sounds better. Listen to full episodes of Power Hits 101, giving you the latest in R&B, hip-hop, and cool conversation. Tune in on the Mixcloud app or at mixcloud.com.